bill. Article 1, Section 8 of the Constitution says Congress shall issue the currency. It shall be the people issuing the currency without debt. You see, we are charged interest for the currency they are creating. It is that simple. We as a nation do not have to go into debt to have a currency. And that's why we are in the situation we are in today. Because we have a private group of individuals issuing our currency, and they charge us for it. And you pay an income tax.
What's going on, man? Charlie in the box. Check it out. Look at what I got on my box today is gonna be. Oh, damn. Day after freaking day. That's what's in the box. Day after day. Day after day. I'm always paying attention to what these people are doing. And then I jot it down and I drop it in the box. And as all these things started building up, because a lot of things been happening in the news, I started noticing similarities in certain events and things. And I don't hear the media and the president commenting about it. So day after day, I do these videos. Let's get it started. See, day after day, America, I keep my ear open. I'm listening to what's going on. I keep my eyes ready. Just trying to get my eyes ready and paying attention. Look at what's happening. Look at what's happening. And I point it out. Look right there. Look at right there. Look at right behind you. But day after day, there's always stuff in the news. So I'm going to point out something that I noticed in that box that I just don't hear them saying it. So look at this. You got your Fort Hood shooting where all those servicemen and women died, right? You got that freaking Sing Church massacre when they killed all these people just praising the Lord. You got the Batman massacre. People went to go watch a movie, got entertained, and lost their freaking lives. Then you got that mall shooting. Remember that guy went nuts over there to that food court and took a lot of innocent lives. And the last but not least was that freaking one in Connecticut where all those kids lost their lives. And in the news, your president, in the media, people in influence, they're all telling you in all 5 incidents, it was guns. It was guns the issue. And we need to take away your assault weapons. We need to do a ban guns in America. Disarm the American public. That's what they're trying to preach to you guys. But there's another side to it that they're not pointing out. And you should be addressed and it should be freaking noticed. Was that in all 5 of these incidents, these guys were all psychotic. They have mental issues and they're on medications. You guys watch that commercial just like I watch the commercials. And I know your presidents watch them and everybody else has watched them. You suffer depression. Well, you take this pill and everything's going to be alright. But when you look at it on the other hand, it might make you more depressed. You might want to kill yourself and kill your family. Let's not talk about the side effects. Are you kind of crazy? Do you just don't do well in social events? Do you want to be a life of the party? You want to be like all the rest of the sheep? Take this pill and you're going to be alright. But on the other hand, it might increase all these feelings that you have. You might not know what you're doing and you might start hearing voices. And you might act out and go cause violent freaking acts of freaking terror. But those are the side effects. Let's not pay attention to that. People. Even that freaking football player that killed his freaking old lady and killed himself. He was on medications. That's what the issue is about. It's not the guns. It's not the gun that's the issue. It's the freaking medications. But they're not telling you guys that. Why not? Because day after day they freaking lie to you and you keep watching it. Alright people. Man. I don't know if I have any freaking teeth in that. Did I get any of that right? But let's see why they're talking about our freaking guns. Why do they have to ban them in America? Why do they want to disarm the American public? Because there's a cage being set up. And the government needs the upper hand. And right now the American people do because they're really shit strapped with a bunch of freaking guns. So they have to take away their guns. Those other 3 dictators that did the exact same thing. And what happened after they took the guns from the public? Listen to this. Mao, Che, and Stalin each freaking started their new government and they disarmed the public. After they disarmed the public, millions of freaking people died day after day. So why would you say Or why would I say they want to disarm the public and they might kill people off? Because like I told you, there's a cage being set. Let's look at this other thing that's been in the news a lot too now. Now you're talking about the fiscal cliff, right? But if you remember last year, people, like I told you, day after freaking day, pay attention, it was the debt ceiling the year before that. And we go back even 4 years. Remember when Obama got into freaking office day after day? You better pay attention. Well, Obama got in office, he inherited this freaking issues from George Bush. So let's go on the back over here day by day to freaking George Bush. George Bush doubled our deficit in the 8-year period. So from George Washington to right before George Bush, let's pretend it was only $2 trillion. So in 8 years that George Bush was in there, he doubled it and made it $4 trillion. But Obama in 4 years quadrupled us, so now we're at 16. And it's not just the men, people. It's the administration, the government as a whole, Congress and everybody. But people just point that guy out because he's the freaking president. Okay, why are the issue of the freaking monetary system? Why do they want to collapse the system? Because day after day, they know exactly what they're freaking doing. See, you have to look at the freaking past, America. Day after day, education is power. Knowledge is power. Okay, in 1912, I told you guys in my last videos, that's when the Federal Reserve took over a monetary system. But we were still on the gold standard because only Congress could issue the currency. Well, in 1965, President Nixon, I told you guys, he gave you a fiat currency. Now, only by the reputation of the government that gives it its value. That's why they got out the gold standard. Because they don't have enough gold to supplement the amount of money they want to print. So if they drop the gold standard, the silver, now they can print up as much money as they want because it's just an endless supply of, by the reputation of the government that gives it its value is the United States government. So everybody trusted the United States government was going to do the right thing. So what they did, after they put the fiat currency, well, even before that, they started selling all the industry to all the foreign countries. They closed up shops here with all the businesses, and they sent them overseas. The reason why they did that is because they want to financially collapse the system globally. So when they financially collapse the system globally, mutually insured economic global collapse, look it up. Well, that's when all countries, sovereignties are going to be wiped away and a one world government's going to happen. So that's why there's no money issue now because the cage isn't done yet. So first they need to take your guns. Then they're going to start rounding people up. And then that's when all the cage is ready. And then they close the freaking system because that's when the money crashes. The whole system needs to be set. And you know what? This capitalist system, this republic that you have, America, it just doesn't freaking work. You're going to be crying out, somebody help us, somebody help us. Send the savior. Who's going to be the freaking guy to come fix this? Not one of those freaking politicians. Not one person in government or in the media is going to fix it. It's your responsibility to America. It's your obligation. That's why, see, you have to know knowledge is power. Education is power. Day after freaking day, America. In your Declaration of Independence, America, it says, when government gets too out of control, new guards need to be formed and abolish set government. Take those ones out and put new guards up. But it's your responsibility to know these things. Understand your Constitution, your Declaration of Independence, and why they gave them to you. Why it's like the way we have it. And we don't live in a democracy. There's a really big difference. But the reason why you're a republic, it was just great responsibility in our part as American citizens. But we dropped the freaking ball. We freaking kicked the can and just kept going, and playing freaking games and games and games day after freaking day. Well, all these games are going to come to an end very, very soon, America. And it's on your freaking watch. All this stuff is real. Don't believe anything I've ever told you. I never want you to read my videos. But prove me wrong with everything I freaking say. And then you always have to question, why are your president, why aren't your Congress, and why aren't your news pointing this stuff out? So day after day, I end these videos just like this. If you're not going to do everything to kind of restore your life, liberty, and this country, baby, we're going to do everything in power to destroy. CHARLIEINTHEBOX out. Check it out real quick. Sorry for doing this, but your boy needs some help. I got these shirts made up. I'm going to sell for 25 bucks a pop. That includes shipping and handling. Anywhere, any size, it doesn't matter. I need some better equipment. I still ain't got a computer, people. and I'm borrowing loved ones' computers just to process these videos. And you could tell by the video quality, my camera's getting old and I need a new one. And I want to save some of this footage for prosperity for future generations, because the truth has to be saved and it has to be told. So if you guys believe in what I'm doing, thank you for your support and God bless.